So it started as an issue here that I traced these wires going through the firewall here, and they go to a totally different thing through the firewall. These, the black and red, they're actually on the same toggle switch. Just wondering why things was on a toggle switch. You get in here and you see there is the 12 volt fuel pump and the 12 volt switched. The problem with that is they have the 12 volt fuel pump on this switch. It sends no signal to the actual fuel pump. So they get it started with lighter fluid and it won't stay running because the pump does not have the wire going to it. I don't understand that. Also, when I'm gonna remove the seat, this is how I found the fuel pump relay. The wires are just cut. So how do they expect the fuel pump to get power if the wires are just not hooked to anything? I guess they got one of them Bluetooth fuel pumps, huh? Sorry, I found the quarter, and I'm subscribed to this channel that shows all these quarters that are actually worth a lot more than 25 cents. So I always got to check it out. But I want to get a shop vac, vacuum this out, and start fixing this mess, because I think this is the issue. Another thing I got to figure out is these wires. That says 12 volt battery fuel. So I assume that goes somewhere. And this is something about points. I remember in Brutal's channel, he talked about them. I don't remember what he did. So I got to go back and watch that. But for now, this is where I'm stopping today, because it's about time to go get the wife. Got the little mean kids out here playing. All right, guys. Another beautiful morning here in Florida. So as figured, this 12 volt, this powers the fuel relay in there. This is for like a, if you have a aftermarket MSD ignition box, this will not be used on mine. So I'm going to run this over to the terminal over there for the positive, so it's got a good source of power. And then on the inside, I tie into the pink wire under the seat. I'll show you all that in a minute. All right, so I got this wire. This is the wire that comes out. So this is, I don't know if I told y'all, this is for the power for the injectors. So the fact that that wasn't hooked up is another reason it wasn't getting gas. It would only get it on the spray. So that was an issue. I got that ran for now. I will get all this tidied up. I like my wiring nice and neat, but I just, process of elimination, I had to do that. So next I'm going to be on the inside here. Remember this little fiasco here. The video I seen, they had two pink wires. I only have one. But basically, you're going to come, I'm going to fix this. I don't know why that red is not hooked up, but it should be, for my understanding. And this pink gets clipped, and the orange, or the green wire, ties into the pink wire here, and that goes back to the fuel pump. And that's what sends the signal to the fuel pump to turn on. That's another reason it don't have fuel. All right, curiosity's just got the best of me. I got to see what's going on. So I hooked this stupid ground wire back up because I don't have a ground location yet. I wired that up how I think it's supposed to go, and still got some sensors in here. Like, I think that harness needs to be flipped, but we will figure that out in a minute. I just want to see if this thing will start. Let me put the positive battery terminal on and see how it does. Noisy, but it's running. I don't have coolant in it, so I gotta turn it off. Okay, I'm excited. I call that success. So I'm gonna get this wiring tucked in. I gotta figure out something with the starter solenoid, because when I turned the key off, the car did not turn off. I had to unhook the battery, but it's got quick release on the battery, so that was really simple. But I'm going to get all this put in and tucked away and how it needs to be. There's still a few things that I got to figure out. On Brutal's build, like I said, the fuel pressure sensor is on that side, and this sensor right here, he had something on that side, not on this side. And also on that side, over here is a fuel pressure sensor, and I don't know where to go with that unless I go maybe into this port right here. I don't know if that would work. So I got some things to figure out here as far as the fuel pressure. Other than that, I'm pretty freaking excited. I mean, this car ran, and it tapped, but it hasn't been ran in forever. So basically it has no oil in the upper cylinders. You know, I'm sure the rollers have bled dry. After a little bit, it did quiet down, but it's still something I'm going to check out. I'm going to take the valve covers off, look at everything. I'm going to make sure the timing is correct, and yeah, I'm going to start tidying this stuff up. Like I said, fuel pressure and whatever's going on over here, and then the oil pressure, because I want all that to communicate. And getting all this actually hid now, because it's over the carpet. I got to put it under the carpet and hid and out of sight, and get some of this cleaned up. I did get it vacuumed because I didn't want any more glass in my finger. But yeah, I'm super stoked right now. One more thing, if y'all noticed, and it was idling really high. The port right there is wide open. I forgot all about bringing it up somewhere, tying it in somewhere. But yeah, that port is wide open. I thought it went to under the intake somewhere, but I can't remember. I got to do some research. It's literally been, I don't know, 12 years or more since I've had a Foxbody. So yeah, I got some relearning to do, but so excited right now. Yeah, so it started. Didn't sound the best, but like I said, I got to check timing. There was no, it hasn't ran in forever, so there's no oil in the lifters or anything like that. They got to be pumped up. So, and it had a huge vacuum leak, so it idled really high. But engine starts and runs. Idled by itself. I didn't have to give it gas, anything like that. So next series, I'm going to be going from the back, moving forward. Like I've stated, the front has the most issues with wiring and stuff, but it's all dependent on the battery box and how everything's going to go. So I'm going to start back here and then move forward and get all this cleaned up and looking good. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. This is Horseplay. We out.
Turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars, I won't turn around. I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars, I won't turn around.